Howdy cowdies. Weekly walkabout time at the Collector. Hope you're going good. Been busy again. Heaps more cool stuff. Good men's watches, Citizen. I think there's a Lator brand. Little collection of silver. Some pretty cool novelty cigarette lighters. The round one's pretty cool. Heads I win on one side, tails you lose on the other. Nice little John Campbell Launceston, Tasmania little sort of dish. And a really cool sort of novelty ladies' leg shoehorn. Electronic table cigarette lighter. That's pretty cool. The Bakelite cigarette lighter that plugs into your car cigarette lighter. And then there's another little group lot of cigarette lighters up there. So we've got some Australian currency, jewellery. So there's some nice little bits in the jewellery cabinet. And we've got some other nice bits, nice little sort of arts and crafts or Art Nouveau side table. Little sort of funny little sort of Art Deco-y sort of side table as well, or phone table. A couple of lovely bits of LED light. I think the light shade you can see is a bit damaged around the bottom there. And I did notice that there's a little crack here. And you can see the sort of LEDs actually coming away from here. But they're really nice bits of LED light. Got another pretty amazing big arch top LED light window panel. It's quite large. There you go. But once again, there is a little bit of damage up the top here as we can see. But it's pretty amazing. And you can see it's bulging a little bit here also. All right, but it's another lovely big bit of LED light. Little blouse chest is nice. Really nice little fold up campaign chair, or otherwise known as a safari chair. And this is a little ripper as well, little sort of student desk, nice bit of oak, drop side. And it's nice that you put this, you don't have to lock each individual drawer. You can just pop that little sort of flap on the side there and lock that up, and then we're good to go. It's just a little ripper, unlike even the little sort of laid back footrest. Really nice cedar auto trolley, and a nice Victorian, I think it's like cedar and mahogany veneer toilet mirror there, the dressing table mirror with a nice little jewellery box. And the dirt comes free. Little light stained oak sort of 1950s bookshelf with the sort of stepped back top there. You can see it's a little bit of damage off to the right. Got some pretty cool clothing. It's a lovely sort of little sort of 1930s, 40s little salmon pink sort of dress there with some matching shoes and hats. And we've got some other really nice vintage ladies clothing in this lot. This is a pretty amazing sort of 1930s, I think, maybe 1950s three-piece ladies ski suit, which is pretty damn cool with a little matching hat. The jacket there with those nice big wide lapels, and the pants with the elasticized bottoms. And there's some pretty cool men's shirts here, the old Hawaiian shirt, fantastic Bisley Crimpoline bowling shirt there. And there's some other cool stuff in amongst as well. Got the modern ladies designer stuff and some more men's jackets. DVDs and CDs and videos, good big lot of fishing rods and reels. There you go, the Jarvis Walker Stephen Howard. Nice big surf rod. Set of 4 Cries of London signed, hand-coloured engravings. These are really quite nice. And look, they've all got their nice little labels on the bottom. Kids' clothing, and some great stuff in there. Tools and gear. Old candlestick phone and some other sort of phone parts. LP and 45 RPM records in there. Tools, carpenter's planes, little Weber barbecue. Some retro curtains and other sort of materials and fabrics. That goes with them. More kids' clothing, sort of kids' toys, and more sort of boxed kids' shoes and stuff. China, more kids' clothing. A couple of sombreros. There you go, and a couple of men's suede jackets, books and haberdashery, a couple of boxes of china, some sort of toy blunderbuss pistols or flintlock pistols, good reference books, Modern Art, Paul Klee, Tiffany Glass, French Glass, Tiffany, From Impressionism to Modern Art, Australian Impressionist and Realist trainers, Art Nouveau, mixed little group lot, some wooden Victorian writing box there, needs a bit of work. These are pretty cool. You got a pair of Prince Charles ears. All these really cool vintage French. Look, Caesar, Walt Disney wall masks, Peter Pan. I think there's 2 of them there. And then you've got a couple of Aristocats as well. I don't know who the duck is. And the little toucan beak as well is pretty cool. Copper sort of deco, sort of standard lamp. Nice sort of mid-century coat stand, hall stand. Some as new, what are they? Birkin or something, sunglasses. Lesney diecast, a little coat truck's a ripper. Some more Diablo sunglasses and a nice big lot of silver and other jewellery. What else have we got? Pedestals, nice little stereo system. Wacky big sort of shell light. Good little skateboard there with a nice 3-piece fishing rod. Good cutlery sets. One on top there I think's got the ivory handles. Toys and stuff down the back. More good quality china and stuff. It's a nice group. Like you got the Don Bradman frame by frame big limited edition picture plus some books, including I think this one's signed by the Don. Pretty sure. There you go. Signed down the little sort of paper sticker. Here's a ripper. Alright, then we've got some record players and some records. Actually handy, those little modern record players. They do a pretty good job. Good big mix lot of china and metalware. Beatles sort of stuff. John Lennon mirror. A couple of EPs, books and records like the Beatles songbook and stuff like that. Another mix lot of records. Deep Purple. Johnny Cash, Mike Oldfield, a bit of Slade, more Deep Purple, JJ Cale, Robin Trower, some all right stuff in amongst there. And these are all sort of Taiwanese pressing. I think some of them are on like orange vinyl. There you go. Eric Burden, To Sir With Love, Sidney Poitier, the soundtrack. Ringo Starr, Bay City Rollers. There's some cool stuff in there. A bit of Olivia Newton-John as well. Alright, we've got a boxing bag with some footies and a Tonka truck. Nice old pond yacht hull. Pretty cool little Quinlan lady lamp. And this is a little ripper, the little poodle lamp there. We've got this shade to go with it, but it doesn't quite fit on. You know, it just needs a new little fitting up the top there. They're pretty cool though. Some cactuses and succulents. Big Jimmy Possum dining suite there. Nice little pair of the kids' sort of rocking chairs. Yeah, succulents and little cactuses and stuff are pretty cool. Good use for a cookie jar. And what else have we got? The big Spirit of Anzac print. Big collection of swap cards. It's like 3 folders full of them. Good little watch winding box. I think it just needs a 9-volt power cord to it. The box novelty Ronson juicer. And then we've got these sort of animated bears to go with the fantastic boxed Megabyte remote control woofer dog. These are good things as well. We've got a couple of nice 80s, 90s, late 80s, early 90s thrusters. Impact, Pro Finish, Sunshine Coast. And then down on the back of it here, there's a couple of little dings here and there, but it's not too bad. Shotgun glassing by Mike St. John, or St. John, with his telephone number there. So that's one of them. And the other one's this nice Waterforce. Jeff Wakefield Explosive Designs. This one's in better condition than the Impact one. I think all I could sort of see wrong with this was a little repair. You can see just down on the side there. But the rest of it, there's a little ding here or there as well. But the rest of it looks pretty good. The nose is good. The tail's good. All right, both in pretty good nick, all things considered. Just nice to see them. Good old thrusters. Then we've got some nice paintings this week. A really nice little Leon Hansen oil painting. Pretty typical of him. Landscape, that really sort of nice sort of pinky purple palette. This is nice as well, the watercolour by Lorraine Abernethy. Alright, nice example. We've got a lovely pair of the Charles Wilton signed limited edition prints. Members only at the races there, and Victoria. They're both signed, titled and numbered 1 out of 99. And they're nicely presented in those frames. And we've got this nice big Perry Fletcher still life sunflowers as well at the top there. Kind of a good thing. Good artist, Perry Fletcher. He's known as Fletcher the Etcher. All right. Modernist items. Nice big bit of glass, but there is damage in the bottom. Kind of like this fish pot. I reckon I'd just take the lid off and hang that on the wall. Really cool sort of tissue box thing, and this unusual bit of glass, little sort of ruby glass dome or cover with that sort of mottled knob. What else have we got? More swap cards, another nice big lot. Posters. Some good records, Eric Burdon, David Bowie. Actually, might get them out of the sunlight, eh? Just stick them over there for the minute. Signed Darryl Lindsay print. There you go, signed by him down in the bottom there. A couple of nice bits of orifice glass. Signed Clint Eastwood poster there with a bunch of books, DVDs and stuff. These are good as well, the debut movie posters. There's 4 of them in the lot. 2 of them are starring Natalie Wood, and the other 2 are starring Elizabeth Taylor. Good things. He's cool, a little clown, little seated clown. Nice bevel edge mirror, and this unsigned oil painting, very much in the style of Wilmot Williams. More good records, Rolling Stones, but the sun's bloody getting them as well. And then we've got another lot, it's all sort of 50s rock and roll. Eddie Cochran, Jerry Lee Lewis, Bill Haley, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'll get them out of the cabinet for the minute. More swap cards, Japanese sort of animation, Astro Boy. There you go. Mighty Atom, there's Thunderbirds and other stuff. Some Dinky Toy Fighter Jets, some more sort of cartoon character swap cards, Hello Kitty. Fozzie and Kermit, good old Gonzo, he was the best. So you got all Disney ones, the Muppets, Mr. Men. Oh, what was that? The Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt. Yeah. So there's heaps of good stuff in there. Nice big lot of Japanese and Chinese ceramics. These are nice with the sort of lithophane lady geisha heads on the bottom. A Hendrix bootleg LP again. Let's get that out of the sun also. Oh, shit. Good catch. What else have we got? Posters. Fantastic big Memphis Belle canvas poster. It's about 3 meters long. This is pretty cool as well. Russ Meyer, Super Vixens movie poster. Some nice little sort of paper sort trays. Camphor wood and that nice carved sort of alabaster temple lion. Some marigold carnival glass. This is a nice little bit. Little sort of desk stand there with the Museum of Victoria. You can see there is a split in the backing. But it's actually really quite nice. Little sort of pen stands and stuff on the top and little racks inside. Nice mixed lot of glassware. A couple of nice jewellery boxes. And really nice lot with the John Bennett Art Deco tea set with 3 bits of Rober as well. Some nice fans, a little lot of sort of retro plastics.
Are you fucking crazy?
Yep, absolutely. These are cool. Laurel and Hardy debut movie poster, and I think some lobby cards as well. And then we've got the Dinky Toys and Australian sort of swap cards, Peg Maltby, and heaps of other cool stuff in there as well. Funny little lot of tins. The taper tins got some tapers inside, and this nice little set of 3 here featuring Government House in Pretoria. These are all good 78s, all rock and roll 78s like Fats Waller, Little Richard, Bebopper Lula, Gene Vincent. So that's all sort of rock and roll stuff. And we put the little Elvis book with that. This is like a working diagram schematics for an SLR self-loading rifle. Old Anchor and Crown and Anchor game sort of sheet or game board, which has got some interesting writing on the back of it from soldiers in World War II. Nice little collection of embossed Australian pottery, Greenaway, and a couple of bits of Huntley. Another good little lot of records. Concert for the People of Kampuchea, Rupert B, Matta Lake, and who's that? The Earl Slickbland, Razor Sharp, with a cool sort of cover. We've got a nice little lot of glass, some carved stoneware items. It's kind of nice little soapstone piece. And down the bottom here, we've got a cool big fold-out map of the Wild West. Boxed Bakelite sort of Art Deco hairdryer as a ripper. Kind of like the little Japanese lacquered stand there, sort of mid-century. Some advertising swap cards. There's some great stuff here. Rolls-Royce aircraft engines. Aero engines, Holden. Really like the General Electric refrigerator there hanging out in front of the Sphinx. You got Melbourne Olympics, Players cigarettes. There's heaps of cool stuff. All right. Hey, bum titty bum. Stuart Crystal, blue glass. Also a lot of Wedgwood. Really like this, the big Australian Arts and Crafts beaten copper. It's marked to the back DM Co. All right, but no one knows who they are. Everyone, the only thing we know is that they're Australian. And then you got the nice, can't remember her name, but it's someone Boys. I think she's a South African artist. All right, little sort of sculpture on the stand. Silvac and Dalton Burslem. Modern Scandinavian. Awaji Japanese Majolica planter. Another nice lot of Art Deco and sort of Glamour Girl swap cards. There's heaps of cool stuff. Heaps of cool stuff. Metrovix lamps. That should have been in the advertising lot. Doesn't matter though. And these are nice. The 3 bits of sort of native Australian. A nice big Blackwood tray. Pretty sure that's a little Blackwood plate there as well. And this lovely sort of fiddleback tray also. Alright, and then we've got this nice big heavy bronze Chapara style figure. Fantastic little, what is it? Pratic little motion lamp which works. Really nice set of 6 Stuart Crystal wine glasses. Lovely pair of Edwardian vases. All the Shelley china. Little lot of Beswick or something. Beatrix Potter. Couple of nice bits of Melrose. Really like the pair of the Japanese hand-painted cabinet plates. There you go, the Dalton figure there of the school teacher. Another fantastic motion lamp there. The Wildfire. Really cool. Apart from the fact that half of friggin' Victoria burnt the other day. The Kirkham mid-century canister set's a ripper. Really like this. Little double sort of novelty plate, so they're happy when it's courtship, but when you turn it upside down to matrimony, they're sad. Really nice pair of the Noritake hand-painted. Ripper. Green Bakelite Astor Mickey mantle radio. There's a little bit of damage here and there. A couple of cracks I did notice in the side of the case. Little imperfections. You can see a little bit here. I did notice a bit more before, yeah, down in here as well. And on the back corner. Alright. But he's an absolute ripper. And these are nice as well, the 2 little Wedgwood. Little sort of, with the internal sort of balloons. I think one of them might have a little bit of a nibble or something off the top here. Off one of the little sort of facet cut sides. But they're just nice. Anyway, guys, hopefully you saw something you liked. It's not easy being green. See you guys tomorrow night.